You may have seen the lessons I made recently in the series Secrets Unlocked, Technical Tips and Hints, where I described how to play natural harmonics on the guitar. Well, to go with those lessons, I wanted to find a good but simple to play example of how harmonics can be used in a song. And I immediately thought of the intro to Dusty Springfield's classic version of Son of a Preacher Man. Let's zoom in on the detail. Easiest way to play this is with thumb and fingers rather than with a pick, because we want to start with a pinch on these two strings, the second string and the fourth string, B string and D string, which we finger here at fret 11 using the middle two fingers of the fretting hand. Then I'm going to pinch with my thumb and first finger, thumb and forefinger, and play those two notes reasonably firmly, like that. Be sure to keep your fingers nice and perpendicular to the face of the fretboard, like this rather than like this. And then slide the pair up to the 12th fret, like this. Next, play the top string open, being sure to get a nice clean sound out of it, and then play a harmonic, a natural harmonic at fret 12 on the top string using your pinky, like this. Notice that I'm using my middle finger to hit the top string. So that's played over the first bar of the intro, then the second part of the lick is played over the next bar. So all we're doing here is moving our pair of notes down to fret 10 and then sliding them down one fret to fret 9, followed by hitting the top string open again. So here's the whole intro again at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And more or less at full tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest of the song is pretty easy to work out, but I've included the whole tab for those of you watching this on the Secret Guitar Teacher site. Just click on the link near the video screen. There are a couple more nice bits of guitar on the original that I'd just like to point out to you. Immediately after the intro, the vocals are led in by this little lick. And the way I'm playing this is just straight from the E chord. I'm holding down the E chord, and with my thumb I'm playing the 5th string once, then I'm lifting the chord off momentarily while I play the D string with my first finger, and then replacing the chord while I play that D string again to get the E note. So slow motion, it's that's then repeated at the start of the second line of the verse as well. And then the second bar on the B chord, there's a little lick which is really a 3-string C sharp minor chord, the top 3 strings all held down there at fret 9, pulled off to the B major chord, which is those 2 held down at fret 7 plus fret 8 on the G string there. So you've got to hold those 3 down, then you've got to pull off from fret 9 there. Now I personally find that slightly easier to do with the little finger, with the pinky, than with the 3rd finger. But that will just depend on how long your fingers are compared to mine. And that's played twice. On the original Dusty Springfield recording, this riff is played very close to the sound of the horns, and it's easy to hear the guitar as playing 3 different licks, 2 or 3 different licks, but I actually think the guitar itself is just playing the same thing 3 times on the first verse and only twice on the second verse, which is a bar shorter. At the end of the second chorus, there's a 2-bar instrumental link, and here the guitar plays something that's deceptively similar to the intro lick, but is timed half a beat differently and has 1 note less. So just to explain, the intro lick comes in on the and beat after 4. So it comes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it comes in on and 1. Whereas in the instrumental link, it comes in on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. And then the same with the second part of the lick. And I think it's played only once as well, it's not repeated. At the end of the second chorus, the song goes to a bridge with a key change from E major to A major, and it does this via 2 bars of the D chord. Then it goes back to A, then up to B7th, which acts as a nice secondary dominant for the E7th chord, which leads us neatly back to A for the final chorus. The final chorus is exactly the same bunch of chords as the previous choruses, except of course now in the key of A instead of the key of E. So it starts with a bar of A, then half a bar of D, back to A, repeats A, D, A, then A, E, D, and then it links to an outro, which is really just the first part of the chorus over and over. A, D, A, and it just keeps on repeating that until the fade. So there you are. Contact me via the Secret Guitar Teacher site if you're not a member and you'd like a copy of the tab for this song. If you ask me really nicely, I'll email you a copy. Meanwhile, please click on the like button if you've enjoyed this lesson, and if you have time, leave me a comment. Look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.